And a pleasant good evening to you and yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network, where tonight it's the Friday night game of the week between the Viera Hawks and the Rockledge Raiders. Good evening, everybody. I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski, and we are coming to you live tonight from the campus of Viera High School, where tonight, for the second time in 3 days, these two teams will get together in a rematch of the Cape Coast Conference Championship matchup the other night, won by Viera 61-51. That's a matchup that Viera snapped a 7-game losing streak to the Rockledge Raiders in that one. Let's tell you a little bit about these two teams. Let's first tell you about the Viera Hawks. The Hawks come in at 16-4, averaging 66 points per game, 49 points per game against, and they are led by the super junior sensation Aaron McGee, who's averaging about 19 points per game this year. Of course, their inside presence is off the charts as well. The big man, the senior, big number double deuce, Mark Christian, he's averaging 17 points and 8 boards a game. The Hawks are led by head coach Logan Keith. Keith, of course, began his career for 12 years at Rockledge, where he won 202 basketball games, and then moved over here to Viera. He's been here for 6 years, and now Coach Keith is just 6 wins away from the career milestone of 300 wins. The visitors tonight, they come in at 14-8, and they are led by head coach Colin Kearns, who is in his 3rd year, and he is well on his way to establishing some career marks. In his 3rd season, he's already averaging 20 wins a season. He's 61-21. They are led by Conlan Oakley, averaging 15 points and 8 boards a game. And yes, another Kearns. We had C.J. Kearns. Now we got Brady Kearns. Brady averaging 8 points and 7 boards. And on the inside tonight, keep your eye on Michael Merritt, 7 points and 5 boards a game. And the guards, Bryant and Damien Bryant. So that's what we have on tap for you tonight. Rockledge, in terms of where these teams are in the FHSAA rankings, because next week is it. Next week is absolutely it. And it's those rankings that matter in terms of district seedings, playoff seedings, all of it. Viera is the number 3 seed in 6A Region 2, and Rockledge is the only team from District 8 in 4A Region 2, and they are right now the number 6 seed in that region. So Rockledge are favorites to win their district tournament. Should they do that, they would host one playoff game. They got to get in that top 4 area to host more than one. All right, we'll step aside, and we'll be right back here on Brevard Sports Network. All right, welcome back. And I just want to say, please, please comment, like, subscribe. And there's apparently somewhere on this page is a bell. Hit the bell for the live notifications. The bell is right next to the subscribe button, I'm told. So you can't be misled. And again, Brevard Sports Network, we are moving all of our live broadcasts to YouTube. And the reason for that is, well, it's easier. And we ain't got to worry about a signal. So we're excited to bring you this one tonight as the captains gather at midcourt. We just had a referee here for the JV game. Now take your pick. Doesn't matter. He either looked like Harry Carey or Larry Bud Melman. One of the two. But he definitely looked like one of those two guys. The other night in that contest between these two teams, the leading scorer was Kamar Plain. And we didn't even talk about Kamar. So let's talk about Kamar. You know, listen, I love Mark Christian. I love Aaron McGee, great players. But the one constant for, and that's why he's a captain down there. That's why you see number 4 standing there. Kamar Plain has played his high school basketball here at Viera. And he's been spectacular over his time here for Coach Keith. Kamar Plain is averaging so far this year about 9-10 points a game. And, man, he's a facilitator. You never not see Kamar Plain hustling out there on the floor. And you can have, and listen, Aaron McGee provides a lot of highlights. So does Mark Christian. But the consistency in the Viera team, the Viera offense, is number 4. That's Kamar Plain. They have opened up both sides of the bleachers tonight, if that gives you any indication as to how many people are expected in this gym. So I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm not responsible for the faces that walk in front of you or for the things you might hear. As the two coaches gather at midcourt to talk. One coach substantially taller than the other. As we get ready to go here, I want to thank everybody. Yeah, see, stuff like that. Like, he couldn't stay to the right side of the camera, right? No, he had to walk in the left side of it. And that's what we're going to have to put up with tonight. So, what's going on, MZ Tweety? Say hello to you, to everyone. This is an interactive broadcast too, so we try to make sure I got it all opened in front of me, and so we'll try to make sure people stay out in front of the camera as much as we can tonight. But there are no guarantees. Usually, what happens when we go into a gym, short of hanging from the rafters, usually one side of the bleachers is open, one side is closed. And we climb to the very, very top of the closed bleachers, and that's where we broadcast from. Yes, Caleb and I, if you've ever seen the two of us, we manage to work ourselves up there. We get up there, and that's how we're able to usually give you the high-angle shots that you're normally able to see. Tonight, I don't know what to expect, so bear with us. Hey, Kira, what's going on? MZ Tweety. Now, you got all kind of nicknames. I like the MZ Tweety one. This should be a good basketball game tonight. Rockledge was in that game the other night. I know it was a 10-point deficit at the end, but really until the end of that game the other night, it was fought within 5-6 points for most of the night. I also believe the other night was the first time in the history of Viera that they actually won a boys Cape Coast Conference championship. So, I'm going back on my research, I know Rockledge won a lot of them. They won it, or Palm Bay won it last year under Duell Fighter. The year before that, it was Rockledge. These two teams actually have played a lot over the last 3 years. They met twice last year. The year before, they met 4 times, and then already once this year. Rockledge had won 7 in a row over the Hawks until Tuesday night. So we'll see if the Hawks can, for the first time ever in program history, win 2 in a row over the Raiders. Lots of news going on at Rockledge High School in terms of coaching news. Of course, everybody knows that John Holmes recently was named the head football coach there. Yesterday, Coach Holmes hired Brian Helton, the former satellite head coach, as a defensive coordinator, and a name familiar to many Raiders fans. Pat Lusk returned to Rockledge with John Holmes. He had went to Titusville with John. John and Coach Lusk have a tremendous relationship. You know, Coach Lusk has done everything imaginable that you can do for a football program at Rockledge, and from being the head coach to the defensive coordinator to you name it, he's done it. And so Coach Lusk led those great defenses. I believe it was under Coach Wood in the early 2000s, and of course with Coach Laskowski as well there, and coached John as John went on to a great collegiate career as well. And so Pat Lusk returns to Rockledge with John, and Coach Lusk will coach the defensive line. I got to tell you, that's a pretty awesome combination to have Helton and Lusk coaching the defense. Helton likes to run that 3-3 stack, and with the speed and the athleticism and the physicality that Rockledge student athletes are known to have, that's a pretty good combination for those two. No, I don't think they didn't win. I don't think they won the Cape Coast Conference Championship in 2018. I think they won the district championship, but I don't think they won the Cape Coast Conference. I checked that out the other night. Because in that Cape Coast Conference Championship game, let me look, I had it pulled up earlier. Ladies, thank you. And that usually does it. Let me see here. Let me look. All right, they were 19-7 that year. It was a good year. I remember seeing that. No, they lost to Astronaut in the Cape Coast Conference Championship that year. 89-85 in overtime that year is what it was. They would go on to win. I don't know if they won the district championship or not, because they would lose to Melbourne 95-93, Rockledge 98-96. They would beat O'Galley, lose to Melbourne Central Catholic. So, yeah, they didn't win the Cape Coast Conference that particular year. Oh. Yeah, that year they did it. But, yeah, no, that was the first one. And that student section, thank you to the fans, God above. And I love student sections because they are critical to teams, but I am so glad they're sitting down that way. So glad. And in 2017, it was Palm Bay that they lost to there in that Cape Coast Conference.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Viera High School, home of the Hawks. enjoyable as possible. Please represent your school in a positive and respectful manner. Let's remember to respect the game. At this time, would you please stand and remove your hats as we honor our country and our servicemen and women around the world with the singing by Emma of our national anthem. As a reminder, military veterans may keep their covers on and render a salute.
Beautiful rendition of the national anthem there as we get set for action here tonight. And we'll give you the starters here just as soon as we know them. Troy says Viera in a blowout. I missed it. They were some good times, man. They were definitely some good times. Here we go. So it's going to be DJ Scott, the 6'2 sophomore. You're going to get the start. Number 12, Conlan Oakley. Number 3, Damien Bryant. Number 15, Brady Kearns. Number 21, Michael Merritt. And that's your 5, Scott, Bryant, Oakley, Kearns, and Merritt. And for Viera, it'll be Cooper Keith. Number 0, Aaron McGee. Number 1. Number 22 is Mark Christian. Brooks Harris will also get the start, and Kamar playing. So it'll be Keith, McGee, Harris playing, and Christian. As the student section gets ready to cheer them up. How much higher does that go? Yeah, that's about where you're going to need it. Right there is good. Take it, lock it. I mean, can you do it from your sit down? You can still do it from sit down, can't you? I mean, it doesn't have to be quite that high. There you go. There you go. A little easier. Mark Christian with a heck of a game the other night. He was our Uberzati player of the game. Speaking of Uberzati, they are one of several major sponsors for tonight's game. Uberzati Gamers are us. Tails at the Barkery. Nackwick Insurance as we get ready to go. Sid Farrell says Mark Christian, 6 dunks incoming. He had 4 in the first 10 minutes of the game the other night. Here we go. I don't know who the referees are. Looks like Cliff down there. Is that Cliff? So we got Cliff. Cliff is, of course, former Chicago Bull. Clifford Lett, to be specific. Christian's going to jump against DJ Scott. Again, Cooper Keith, Aaron McGee, Brooks Harris, Kamar playing, and Mark Christian for Rockledge. DJ Scott, Damien, Bryant, Conlan, Oakley, Brady, Kearns, and Michael Merritt. Brooks Harris off the tip from Christian. Harris gives the plane. Rockledge in a man-to-man to start. Plane from the elbow. Dribble drive inside off the glass. No good. Rebound by Scott. Across the timeline over to Oakley. Oakley inside. Waits. Kicks it out to Kearns. Kearns back over to Bryant. Bryant slows it. Harris on him. Scott calls for it. Gets it. Try to pick set. Wide open three. Look good. Is good. Damien Bryant starts it with a beautiful tray, and it's 3-0 Raiders. McGee to the hole, inside off the glass, and turns and lets them know he's there. 3-2. Little press from Coach Keith. Inside wide open, kick out three is off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound to Kearns, inside to Oakley, no good. Tipped out. Cooper Keith ends up with it. The outlet, no good. Picked off by DJ Scott. Oakley turns over to Kearns. That three is nothing but the bottom of the net, as the late, great Stuart Scott used to say, and it's 6-2 Raiders. Christian being guarded by Merritt. Inside, Christian kicks out to Harris. Harris with a beautiful head fake. Kicks corner, and Cooper Keith couldn't handle the corner pass. And it'll be Raider ball as they lead it by 4. 6:20 in the opening quarter. Oh, I love Mark Christian and his family. Dad, a legend, of course. Wide open is Oakley, but slowing the pace is Bryant. I like it. DJ Scott with the ball. Scott top of the key. Harris, nice move inside from the elbow. Kearns a little off to the left. Rebound, Keith up to McGee. McGee inside, turns, spins. Kearns all over him. Great defense. I don't know about that. Looked like all ball from where I'm sitting, but I'm 15 rows up, so I'll give the benefit of the doubt. McGee will go to the line where he'll shoot 2. First free throw is up and good. 6-3. Man, that picture's so much better on YouTube. Second free throw attempt is good, and it's 6-4. Rockledge on top again with the man press. Bryant gets it up to Oakley. Oakley loses the grip. Harris picks it up. Headmans it to Plain. Kamar Plain inside out. No good off the glass. Got to make the layups. Bryant with it. Pulls it up. You can already see the pace that Coach Kearns wants to set. He wants his team's tempo. He is not going to let these guys run with Viera. Long three. He made that one from I-95, and it's 9-4. 5:09 to play in the first. Will we get a matching three? And we do, as the crowd chants "Coop" for Cooper Keith, and it's 9-7. No, that was Plain. That was Plain with that, I think. Now I heard him say Coop. Inside, batted away, Plain with the board. Plain inside with the 2. And Viera's tied it up 9-9. 4:28 to go. Oakley, nice job breaking the press. Inside to Oakley from Kearns. Oakley spins, turns. Good defense by Mark Christian. Kept his feet. Oh, my. Nice job by Aaron McGee there. Over to Brooks Harris inside. This is where Christian was so good the other night. Kamar playing nearly had him a highlight layup. Reverse dunk off the right hand. Inside by Kearns, short. Rebound, Christian. 3:50 to play in a fast-moving first quarter. Harris stops and drops a three, and it's 12-9, and the Hawks are off and running. Oakley. Oh, good kick out. Bryant, who has been hot, stays hot with his third three of the night, and we're tied up at 12. How about Damien Bryant from beyond the arc tonight? Great action. Already we got more points in this quarter than we had midway through the first half of the Cape Coast Conference Championship. I talked to Logan Keith at length before the game, and he said he talked to Coach Kearns, and neither team. Huh? Who is it? Oh, yeah. So he said that neither coach liked the pace with which the game went the other night. .325 to go here in the first quarter, 12-12. Matt Diesel just walked in and, well, he didn't make it far without being stopped and talked to. Yeah, no doubt. Brooks Harris inbounds to Kamar playing. No half-court pressure here, playing across the timeline with it. Over to McGee. McGee just going to pull up a three, and my goodness, that's an NBA three, and it's 15-12. Viera stays with the press. DJ Scott inside, and Mark Christian with a foul to Michael Merritt. And Merritt will go to the free throw line. And that's the one thing that Rockledge has to do that they didn't do well the other night. They were about 55% from the free throw line. But they're going to have to drop these free throws. And Merritt will drop the second, and it's 15-13. Playing with it. One of the best facilitators in the county. He's guarded up now by Demarion Bryant, who has checked in. Nearly stolen away by Scott. McGee's going to pull up from just inside the charity stripe. Can't get the bounce off the iron. Rebound, DJ Scott. This is Damien Bryant. Damien from the elbow, and he was feeling it from beyond the arc. The elbow a little short. Playing with it. Playing looking. Looking for the kick out. Carried, no call. Pulls, shoots, and that shot by Cooper Keith is no good. And the score stays 15-13 with 2:15 to play here in the first quarter. Bryant works it back. This is the pace right here as Micaiah Krakowski gets set to check in for Rockledge. Three, look good. How about the fourth tray of the night for Damien Bryant, and the Raiders take a 16-15 lead. McGee for three, no good. Harris chases, but it ends up with Bryant. Stolen away by McGee, but he stepped on the baseline, or not baseline, but sideline. 88 seconds to play in the first quarter. Rockledge and Viera going back and forth as Krakowski checks in and gives Merritt a breather. Krakowski with a great game the other night, played well defensively. He was a big reason why Viera struggled at times shooting the basketball. Him and Kearns both did an outstanding job. inside. Christian, and there's what I'm talking about. Kurkowski comes in and immediately smothers Christian. And there's a pull-up three. And DJ Scott gets in the 3-ball game. And it's a 4-point lead. Biggest lead of the night for Rockledge. Plain shot, no good. Rebound to Damien Bryant. The Bryants inside. One-handed off the glass, no good. Christian taps it out. Little pull-up from 8 foot. And right now, Damien Bryant could hit a shot from Volusia County. 21-15. The lead is 6 for Rockledge. Corner for Keith. No good. McGee with a vertical out of outer space. Brooks Harris. And Brooks Harris drops a 3 and cuts the lead in half to 21-18. Under 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Thank God I need a drink of water. Stolen away. 7. Plain too far. Can he save it? He can. Harris, 2 seconds, 1 second. No good. And we have reached the end of the first quarter. A 3-ball fest tonight. Damien Bryant with 4 threes. And Rockledge leads it by 3, 21-18. Three. Welcome back here to Viera High School, where the star of the show thus far has been Damien Bryant for Rockledge. Young man's got 4 or 5 threes so far. He has really done an outstanding job shooting the basketball tonight. They're going to need him to stay hot as Rockledge leads by 3 to start the second quarter. Bryant again, this time inside to Kurkowski. Nice give and go. And when it's going good, it's going good. And Bryant again drops in a little 4-footer from an off angle, and it's 23-18. Inside, Christian. Check that was Plain. Saw him up in the air. And Kamar Plain will go to the line. Nice move to the basket by Kamar Plain. 23-18. Kamar Plain, usually an outstanding free throw shooter. First attempt is up and in. Rocks the front, the back, and drops. And it's a 23-19 lead. The lead is now 4. Plain's second free throw attempt is good. And he'll go 2 for 2. As Damian Carter and Alex Olis will check in. Keep your eye on Olis. He likes to shoot the 3-ball. As Conlan Oakley will set the inbound. Tries to find one of the Bryants. And nearly lost by Damien Bryant, but he holds with it. Battle of the twos here is number 2 Brooks Harris guards number 2 Damien Bryant. McGee tries to sneak in, but nope, didn't work. Kick out corner 3 is short from Damien, and Kurkowski, the rebound, no good. Oh, what hustle by Rockledge on the offensive boards. 3 straight, and it looked like he had another one. Rebound by Damian Carter, and here comes Viera now with the lead at 3. Merritt dribbled off his, or check that, Olis dribbled off his foot, but goes off a Raider, and Viera will keep the basketball as Brooks Harris gets set to inbound. 6:51 to play in half number 1, and Rockledge leads it. Oh, what a play. Great defensive play by guess who? Damien Bryant. He feeds Oakley, and it's 25-20. McGee. Kurkowski nearly tapped that away. That'll be a foul. Okay, for those of you that don't remember, we like to try to tell, this rule actually was implemented starting last year. Each quarter, the team's fouls start over. It's 5 fouls per team per quarter. Once they hit it, it's 2 shots, no more 1-and-1 in Florida high school basketball. Harris inbounds to McGee, who pulls up from I-95 and misses. Rebound by Bryant. Damien with it. Over to Damien. Damien, who cannot miss tonight. Oakley being guarded by McGee. Kicks it back out to Damien. And Damien Bryant misses that one. Rebound by Olis. Inside to Christian, and we're going to get another foul. That'll be on Kurkowski. 6:01 to play in the half, and it's 25-20. Raiders on top. I want to thank Zone 6, 7v7. I know tomorrow a lot of you will probably get in the car at 6 o'clock in the morning and head off to your 7v7 destination. Good luck. And if you're still looking for a team, why not 7v7 Zone 6 Reapers. 5:50 to go. Kick by Brooks Harris. That'll be Rockledge ball. Once again, if you would, please make sure, leave us a comment. Please subscribe to the page. And, again, Brevard Sports Network moving all of our live broadcasts to YouTube. Easier to acquire signals, better looking picture. And if you would hit the notification bell as well, because that'll tell you when we're live. Inside now, interviews and things like that will all still be on Facebook, and we'll still have static content as Kamar plane drives to the hoop. No good. Rebound by Brady Kearns. Our Facebook page still very much a part of what Brevard Sports Network does. Kurkowski from the elbow. He did walk. I was going to say nearly walk, but no, he does walk. And that's a turnover. So far, the big key for Rockledge tonight has been denying Mark Christian the basketball. They have done an outstanding job at that, whether it's been Kurkowski and Mark Christian fouled again. Mark Christian is drawn 3 fouls now, 2 by Kurkowski, 1 by Merritt. But as Merritt and Oakley check back in, Merritt and Kurkowski done a terrific job on him tonight. But Christian's looking to break out there. We'll see. Plain. It is a battle inside, and they're double teaming him immediately. Great job by Coach Kearns on that. Plain. Elbow kick out over. That is William White. And, yeah, that's a charge. How about Michael Merritt on that one? That time drew the charge. Can you see her in that shot? Okay. I'm sorry. That's all right. Yes, you did. That's all right. Right there. Nice little pull-up jumper. And it's good. 27-20. He just raised it, so you're good now. No, you're good. Yeah, you're good now. Four minutes and a 7-point Rockledge lead. 3, yes, indeed. Damien Bryant, and it's 30-20. A 10-point lead, the largest of the night. White over to Carter inside, and Carter ends the Rockledge run. And the lead is down to 8. Boy, the key tonight has been solid shooting and great defense. That won't go out of bounds. And that should be and is Rockledge basketball. As checking in is Sal Parker, the 6'4 junior. Christian will take a break, and that's the thing they're going to have to get figured out. How do you free up Mark Christian? And you can already see when he takes a seat, the boards open up as Oakley follows his shot, and it's 32-22. The lead is back to 10. Inside, stripped away by Bryant. Yeah, no need to hurry here. Not with a 10-point lead in 3 minutes. Oakley. Bryant. Kearns at the elbow. 6 down low. In the corner, Merritt. Inside, Michael. Merritt can't get it to fall. Kearns fights, and Brady Kearns with a great job, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Wow. And Kearns drops the first one. Checking in is McGee, Keith, and Tyler Armstrong. As Olis, Carter, and Parker check out. 2:53 to play in the half. And it's an 11-point Raider lead. In and out, no good. Plain with the rebound. Kamar playing across the midcourt straight, hands it off to McGee. McGee down the lane, inside, off the glass, and the lead is down to 9. White pressing the ball on Oakley. Kearns over to Demarion Bryant, over to Damien Bryant. Why not? It's the first 3 I think he's missed tonight. Second, McGee off balance. And back down the floor comes Damien Bryant inside and to the they say, I don't know where he traveled. I didn't see his feet, so I can't say. Clifford Lett says he traveled. 33-24, 2 minutes to play in the half. McGee, nice crossover, pulls up from the elbow, and that thing, like a tilt-a-whirl, finally drops. And the lead is now 7. Oh, good no-look pass. Merritt just missed going up with it. Oh, my goodness gracious. And to their feet comes the gym. What an alley-oop to Aaron McGee. Da-da-da, da-da-da. You just don't see that at the high school level. But Merritt will go to the line and shoot 2. The lead is down to 5 after the master class of an alley-oop at the high school. You just don't see it any better than that in high school. Brooks Harris gets ready to, my goodness gracious. Tell me you got that. Okay. I sound like one of those guys in a movie, right? You know, like one of those action movies. Tell me you got that. Tell me you got that volcano blowing up. Boy, this is shaping up to be one heck of a battle in the second half. With the way the Raiders are shooting the ball, it ain't going to be easy for Viera if they're going to come back. 34-28, the lead is back to 6. $119 to go. McGee from the elbow. He's hot now. And all the way down on a 6-8-2 run, really, to cut the lead to 4, 34-30. 1 minute to go here. Raiders need to hold as long as they can. Kearns, well, Bryant going to shoot. No good. Air ball. As the ball is knocked back in. Viera with a chance to pull within a point. McGee to the basket. Oh, great job. And they're going to call a 2-shot foul against Conlan Oakley. As McGee will go to the line, but he's holding his shoulder. McGee holding his shoulder. That's not a good sign. 41.6 seconds to play in the first half. In and out. And he'll hit one of two, and it's a one-possession game. Coming up at halftime, absolutely nothing. We're going to take a break. Across the midcourt stripe with it. 30 seconds. Harris on Bryant. Player of the half, no doubt. Kearns pulls up from three. Rebound. And playing with it. Pick set by Tyler Armstrong. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Oh, good feed, too far. Brady Kearns flashing an arm. I think Rockledge needs a quarterback. There you go. 34-31 at the half as Rockledge goes into the locker room with a perfectly executed first half game plan. We'll be back with the second half coming up here on Brevard Sports Network. 34-31 is your score here, and a couple of storylines to keep a eye on in the second half, and one of them is the hot shooting of Damien Bryant, who has 5 threes in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got 20 of the 34 Rockledge points in this one. He was hitting 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. And the other storyline to keep an eye on is Michael Merritt, as well as Murkowski and Kearns, and the way they have shut down Mark Christian, who dominated the game the other night with 19 points, led both teams tonight at the half, at the break. Christian doesn't have any points, and he's actually, they frustrated him inside. So Christian's a player, and we'll see what adjustments have been made inside of the second half. And I think it's worth noting here, you can see Coach Kearns talking to Merritt, because if anybody knows how to guard Mark Christian, you would think it would be Rockledge, right? I mean, it's where he spent last season. And so, yeah. But, again, Damien Bryant, who probably has 20 of the 34, and if Viera is going to pull ahead or get, keep pace here with the Raiders' hot shooting, they're going to have to find a way to get Mark Christian involved here a little bit more in half number 2 as we get set to go here. And Viera will inbound the ball, and it'll be 0-1-2-4. That's Cooper, Keith, Aaron McGee, Brooks Harrison, Kamar, Plain, and Mark Christian, the original 5 starters. And for Rockledge, it'll be DJ Scott, Damien Bryant, Conlan, Oakley, Brady, Kearns, and Michael Merritt starting half number 2. And we're underway as Aaron McGee will walk across the midcourt stripe. McGee being guarded by Scott. McGee inside and count it. Nice job by Aaron McGee, who dribbled all the way around the floor, got inside, kissed it off the glass, and he'll go to the line to try to tie this thing with an N1 here. 1 for 2 in the first, or actually 2 for 4 in the first half from the charity stripe was McGee, as Viera looks to tie this up. And they will not, as DJ Scott with a good box out on Brooks Harris. And the lead stays at 34-33. Bryant. Scott with it now. Bryant inside. Merritt steps out. Back over to Bryant. Good give to Oakley at the elbow. And Conlan. Oakley drops 2, and the lead is 7. Oh, I'm sorry. Check that. 3. At 30, so where did I come up with 7? 36-33. Christian with it, a little far outside his comfort zone. Good job, Mark Christian, doing Mark Christian things as he has the two-handed slam. It was a good job by Merritt to try to draw the charge, and he'll probably get that call 50% of the time. But Mark Christian with an overpowering move to the basket, and the lead is back to 1. This is Oakley, and a kick out to Bryant. Good step side, and I tell you what, the half didn't settle him down. 39-35, the 6-3 of the night. McGee inside, twists, turns, and drops a floater, and the lead is now 2 at 39-37. And these teams are starting the second half the way they began the first. Good move. Oh, just a little short there as Kamar Plain running it back. Plain kick out corner to McGee, and Aaron McGee missed a wide open 3 there. You don't see that often. Rebound to Oakley. 2-point Rockledge lead at 39-37 here. This is Oakley from the corner. Baseline, good defense by Plain. And throws it away. And this is McGee. McGee to the basket. No call. Too far under the basket. Mark Christian is there, though, as he battles Kearns for the rebound. Comes up with it. And I think it's Kearns that'll be charged with the foul. That'll be Kearns' second. And to the free throw line goes Mark Christian. Shooting 2, 39-37. Rockledge on top. They have led by as many as 11. And Christian short on the shot. And he goes 1 for 2. And the lead is 1 now, 39-38. Harrison Bryant over to DJ Scott. Scott, Oakley, in and out, no good. Mark Christian blocks out and gets the board off the plane. Merritt and Kearns back. McGee wide open three. He can't get it to go. And it's still a 1 point Rockledge lead with 5 minutes to play in a quick moving third. Oakley. He gets it to go. And there you go. 42-38, a 4 point lead. Playing. And Kamar playing out of bounds. Good block from behind there. Playing with a bump to the basket, a literal bump to the basket the first time. The referee's letting them play. As long as they stay consistent, I got no issue with it. Brooks Harris throws up a three, no good. Merritt with the rebound. Good job by him. Back to Merritt. Merritt trying to get it back to Bryant. He'll take it inside. Mark Christian will not allow that to happen. Kamar playing. Count it. And Kamar playing will go to the line and shoot the and one as he looks to close the gap. 2-1. It's 42-40. 4:11 to go in the third. And a packed house tonight here at Viera High School. Playing, drops the N1, and the lead is back to 1 at 42-41 with 4:15 to play. I do like the Rockledge game plan here. Nothing fast. Merritt too hard off the back of the iron, and now the Hawks with a chance to take the lead. Plain to Harris, back to Plain. Tries to get it inside to Christian. Won't happen as Brady Kearns disrupts all of that. And back down the floor come the Raiders with a 1 point lead and 3:40 to go in the third. Scott. McGee tries to step around Kearns' screen. Inside to Kearns. Great feed to Oakley. Count it. 2. And that's just great ball movement and a great designed play. And it's 44-41. McGee wanted the 3 from 95. Instead, he'll take the 2 from the elbow. And the lead is back to 1. Oh, good. Oh, Kearns with a feed that time inside. Goes off of Cooper Keith, and he says, I didn't touch it. He says, how about a kick? Referee says, play ball, young man. 2:59 to go in the third. The Raiders with a 1 point lead here. Merritt drops a tray. Always good when the big men can give you one. Merritt does just that, and the lead is back to 4. Plain over to Keith for 3. That ball nowhere close to the rim. And it stays a 4 point lead for the Raiders. And they got the ball with 2:20 to play. McGee steals it. He's in the corner. He'll pull up with a corner three. Drops it. That's a big bucket for Viera as momentum was starting to trickle away there. And McGee with a good play defensively and a corner three to cut the lead to one with $1:50 to go in the third. Bryant 1-3 in this quarter for his sixth third of the night. That didn't sound right. With his 6-3 of the night, I should say, not his sixth third. Oh, what a play there by Damien Bryant to save the ball from going out of bounds. And Coach Colin Kearns wants a timeout. I do too. With 1:25 to go in the third, 47-46. Rockledge on top. That timeout brought to you by Gamers R Us, located in Cocoa. As Bryant will inbound to Bryant here. It'll be Damien to Damien. Damien with the basketball for the Raiders and a 1-point lead with $1:20 to go. Damien with it. Kurkowski on the floor as well with Oakley and Kearns. Kearns running the baseline, trying to get open. Back over to Damien Bryant. Brooks Harris seals off the top of the key three. Back to the circle timeline area. Over to Oakley. Oakley with Harris on him. Double team now. Tried to strip it was McGee. Over to Kearns, does strip it. Brooks Harris gets it to Aaron McGee. And Aaron McGee won't get that dunk, but he will get the foul. And Aaron McGee will go to the line with 47.5 seconds to go in the third and a chance to give the Hawks a 1-point lead if he can make both of these buckets. He is 3 for 5 from the stripe tonight as Damian Carter gets set to check in for Viera. Nope. And also checking in is Tyler Armstrong. Plain and Christian will take a break. Mark Christian started the quarter strong, but Rockledge found answers for him quickly. McGee misses both. And, you see that, and if you know me, and when it comes to high school basketball, it's my pet peeve is free throw shooting. The national average is about 58%. It's far too low. 47-46. Brevard County average is somewhere around 53, 54. 22 seconds. Oakley shot is short. Armstrong with the rebound. And Harris will work it across the timeline with 14 seconds to go. Aaron McGee with it. Damien Bryant on him. Pick set. McGee trying to get free. Does. Down the lane. One-handed floater. Won't go. Rebound by Oakley. And Oakley tries to fire up a last-second shot to no avail. And that's the end of quarter number 3. And the Raiders, who led at the half, lead heading into the fourth. We'll be back with the start of the fourth right here on Brevard Sports Network. That timeout brought to you by Natwick Insurance. I want to thank Eric Natwick and Natwick Insurance for being a core sponsor here on Brevard Sports Network. 8 minutes to go in this one, and if you're Viera, right now the two things that aren't happening is you're not getting the play from the inside that you got the other night from Double Deuce Mark Christian. And that's because Rockledge is doing a great job defensively on him. And the second thing that's not happening for Viera is they are not shooting the ball well from the free throw line. And Rockledge is shooting the ball well, specifically Damien Bryant. Kearns gets it over to Damien. Damien, who started this game scorching hot, has 6 threes in it. He's probably got 22 or 23 of the 47 Rockledge points. And they're going to call an offensive foul on that one. And it's a good job by Aaron McGee. I don't know if I agree with the call, but McGee certainly drew the foul. And that'll give the ball back to Viera now, who, I don't know, Coach Keith is trying to get his team to play with a sense of urgency he hasn't seen tonight. And it's a packed house here, so we'll see how they respond here. McGee over to Harris. Harris gives it up. Oh, got to be ready for the pass underneath. Tyler Armstrong was not. It was a good job by Damian Carter. 7:23, critical turnover there. And checking in for Rockledge is Chris O'Sullivan, the senior guard. Did a nice job the other night when he came in with some minutes. Now's a great time. You bring a guy like him in and just let him, eat up a foul or two, play some tough, hard defense at a time that's needed. And I'm surprised I don't see Mark Christian not in there right now. Merritt, O'Sullivan, and Rockledge with an offensive board. How about the young man off the bench, but can't get the one to go. This is McGee, and Aaron McGee gets somewhat of a slam, and Viera leads it by 1. 48-47. Nice move by Oakley, but that won't fall. Now it's not a good time if you're Rockledge to go into a shooting slump. 6:25 to play. Both teams well below their averages right now for points in a game. This is Merritt. And he gets it back to Demarion Bryant. He gets it over to Damien Bryant. Pick set by Merritt. Damien Bryant down the lane. His shot is short, but he follows it. And that's important because he gets his own rebound. Merritt pulls up for 3, and that rolls in and out. And Brooks Harris is there for the rebound. And McGee kicks it over in the corner. McGee, that's Carter that had it. Harris with it. Harris down the lane, off the glass. And that was easy peasy lemon squeezy. The lead is 3, 50-47 with 5:25 to play in the game. Demarion Bryant over to O'Sullivan. He'll pull up for 3. And the Raiders are 0 for their last 4 down the floor as they trail by 3 with 4:49 to go. McGee with a chance here and Viera with a chance here. He'll pull up from the elbow and he can't get it to go. But Tyler Armstrong outduels 4 Raiders for the ball, and Logan Keith didn't like the fact his big guy had to dribble out of that, so he'll take a timeout. And the lead is 3 with 4:35 to play. And just some turn of bad luck events right now. Rockledge can't get a shot to drop. Viera not exactly shooting the lights out of the gym, but they're getting the easy ones to go off the glass. And That's all it takes. As Coach Keith draws up a play, as Mark Christian will come back in. 4:35 to go. Coach Jesse Capel down there telling his team something he sees. Coach Capel, great dude. Here we go, final 4:35. As you're watching the Brevard Sports Network, Urazati, That Week Insurance Game of the Week here. (50-47) is the score. Kamar playing the inbound. It's Plain, Harris, Christian, Carter, and McGee. It's Carter with it over to Harris. Harris down the lane, kicks it out to McGee, who wanted that three. Spins, turns down the lane. Great move. What a move by Aaron McGee to give Viera a 5-point lead at 52-47. That was purty. 52-47. Rockledge needs a bucket this time down the floor. Merritt with it. Oh, McGee with a block. Damien Bryant, he traveled. And right now, the wheels coming off the apple cart just a little bit here, and not at a good time as Damien Bryant and O'Sullivan check out. So it'll be Damien Bryant, DJ Scott, Brady Kearns, Conlan, Oakley. Numbers here. Oakley tried to draw a foul, and Carter loses a grip on it on the floor. McGee's got it, and he loses it to Oakley. Oakley kicked it. Well, actually, Harris kicked it. It'll be Rockledge basketball. 3:46. Viera doesn't care how long a play takes to develop. They got a 5-point lead. That's a 2-possession lead right now. As Tyler Armstrong gets set to check back in. Damien Bryant he better hurry up. And he lets that one rip to the backcourt as Brady Kearns has it. Brings it back across the timeline. This is Oakley over to Bryant. Scott on the left wing. Oakley fires up a three that's way short, but right there with the rebound and a much-needed bucket was DJ Scott. And Rockledge steals the inbound. Kearns, Bryant. Nice pass inside to Oakley, and Conlan. Oakley still battling. Mark Christian takes it away. That was a chance for two more, and Mark Christian just took it right out of the hands of Conlan Oakley. Aaron McGee with a corner three. Won't fall. Bryant with the board. 3:05 to go. The lead is 52-49 for Viera. Over to Oakley for three, and it'll ring in and out. This is Scott with it. Scott tries to shoot it up. Christian protects, and a whistle and a foul. Who's going to pick it up? Will it be Scott, Kearns, or Merritt? It'll be Scott. 2:47 to play in the game. Playing with it. Press now is on. Good oh, wow, great play by Aaron McGee inside to Tyler Armstrong for an easy two, and the lead is back out to 5 at 54-49. Corner, Oakley. Kearns pulls up. Nice job by Brady there inside the free throw line, and with 2:13 to go, the Raiders have cut the lead to 3. This timeout brought to you by Tails at the Barkery. We'll take a peek this time inside the Viera huddle. $54-51. Let's see if the fans get into the song in the background. Shout. Nope, I guess not. They didn't let it play long enough. I don't know who did that artwork on the gym over there, the Hawks artwork, but that is really cool looking. That is really nice. And the Hawks right now clinging to a 3-point, one-possession lead with 2:13 to play in the game. They've led. By the time we have reached the end of the first half and third quarter, Rockledge was ahead. And Viera chipped away and now lead it by 3. Harris with the ball. Gets it to McGee across the timeline. McGee with it. Kicks it over to Armstrong. Nice play by Armstrong, but he just let that thing fly too far. And here comes Rockledge with a chance to tie it up. Brooks Harris, that should be, and it is. That's a good call. That's a charge. Brooks Harris had position, and the charge properly called there. Good call by the official. 1:57 to go. Rockledge going to press now. Somebody better hurry up. And it'll be Brooks Harris that comes down to inbound. 3 Raiders inbound. Looks like Christian. And this will be Kamar playing, needs help. Gets it to Harris, who splits the D. Cooper Keith wanted the wide open 3, but decides to hold it up. This is Kamar playing with it. They'll spread out now. Christian being guarded by Oakley. McGee by Scott. Harris by Kearns. This is Christian with it. Mark Christian needed the 2. Got it. 56-51. Mark Christian with a clutch bucket as we have under 90 seconds to play here. DJ Scott with it. Over to Merritt. Merritt inside Oakley. Kick back out to Scott. Step back 3 is good. And 56-54. The lead is now 2 on the step back 3 from Scott. Big possession here by Viera. Over to McGee. McGee inside. Off the glass. No good. Christian fouled by Merritt. And Mark Christian will go back to the free throw line. But it's no given. Christian has struggled there at the charity stripe tonight. Sorry about the camera shaking. Not a lot we can do about it. Both sides of the bleachers are open tonight. And people are excited here with 55.1 second to go. Christian's first free throw is no good. And he's 0 for his last 4 from there. The lead stays at 2. Critical free throw coming here. Yep, he'll get that one. $57-54 is our score. Inside, can't go. Harris blocked by Christian. 33 seconds to go, and McGee will be fouled. $57-54. 31.6 seconds to play. And Aaron McGee is at the line. And he'll drop the first. And he'll make it essentially a 2-possession game. I mean, technically you can hit a 3 and get fouled. But this bucket here definitely makes it a 2. And he does not make it. And he has also struggled from the free throw line tonight. This is Bryant, and he has cooled significantly here in the later stages. Oakley for 3, no good. Christian pulls it away, and Mark Christian, that should be the 5th foul with 20 seconds to go here And that'll put Christian at the line to shoot 2. But again, 0 for his, well, actually he hit the last one, so he's 1 for his last 5. 2 shots, no 1-and-1s anymore. Missed that one. A bucket here. I mean, this is still a one-possession game. So, I mean, 20 seconds. He needs a bucket to make it 2, and pretty much insurmountable for Rockledge. But I've seen crazy things happen as he hits the second one, and it's a 5-point lead. They need a 3 somewhere, and that's the guy you want to take it. He does, and he does not hit it, and that will essentially end this one as Viera will snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. As Viera, as the fans serenade the Raiders, and for the first time in program history, Viera will beat Rockledge twice in a season. They have not done that until right now. They had lost 7 in a row and were 21-4 against them all time. Kamar playing gives the Hawks their 60th point. The lead is 6 with 6.9 seconds to go. I don't know who our player of the game should be tonight. I mean, on a losing effort, you would think that Damien Bryant had a heck of a game tonight. And this is a good young Rockledge team, and he'll hit the second one as well. But Viera's got the absolute talent as Mark Christian knocks that one out of the gym, and that'll end it as Viera takes down Rockledge for the second time this week with the same identical score of 61 points. Now, Rockledge has 54. They had 51 the other night. But it's not over yet because the ball was knocked out of bounds, so they'll put 3 seconds back on the clock. So it won't be a 61-51 win. Probably be 61-54. We'll see here. No, look, listen, I get it, man. I was wondering that. Why not? Why not? And because of that shot by Damien Bryant, in a losing effort, he will be the Uberzati player of the game tonight, as the final score will be 61-57. Congratulations to the Viera Hawks. They'll move to 17-4. The Raiders will drop to 14-9. Logan Keith now just 5 wins away from coveted win number 300. We want to thank all of our sponsors. Another good one here tonight on Brevard Sports Network. We want to thank all of you. So for Caleb Brown, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski. This has been a presentation of BSN, and we will see you sometime real soon. Enjoy championship weekend